The Seattle Mariners arguably just played the most important series of their entire 2022 MLB season this past weekend. Against the reigning world champions, the Atlanta Braves, the Mariners needed to test their merit against one of the toughest opponents they'll face all year. Let's see how they did. Game 1. After a comedy of errors in our previous game on Wednesday against the White Sox, Friday rolled in with a veterans duel on the mound between Robbie Ray and Charlie Morton, and the Atlanta Braves got the best of Robbie Ray early on with a 2-run home run from Lieutenant Dan Dansby Swanson at the very beginning of the game. Just shortly thereafter, Jesse Winker walks in the second inning, and Carlos Santana hits an absolute piss missile into orbit to tie up the game, 2-2. Fast forwarding to the fourth, we've got, a little bit of a pitcher's duel as they kind of settle in for an inning or two. And then Michael Harris doubles on a ball to left field that should never be a double ever in anybody's life, but Jesse Winker happens. And then Marcell Ozuna hits a sac fly deep to center, and Robbie Grossman scores Michael Harris on a single to left field, giving the Braves the lead again 3-2. Just an inning later, Travis d'Arnaud hits a home run very deep into the night, increasing the lead again by just one, so it's a 4-2 game. After the fifth, Robbie Ray was done and coming into a 4-3 ball game because the Mariners kept calling back against Charlie Morton. J.P. Crawford hits a home run, his first since June 1st. Felt like it had been forever. Mariners are clawing their way back in until Matt Festa gives up 2 solo jacks to Michael Harris and Robbie Grossman, respectively. The bottom of the Braves lineup doing absolute work. Fast forward a couple innings, not much really going on for either team offensively until Carlos Santana runs into another ball with a gum sticker on the front of his helmet, cutting the Braves' lead by 1, making it a 2-run deficit. And with runners on first and second and 2 outs, Ty France, one of our most clutch players, the runners in scoring position and 2 outs the entire year. A little bit of a slump so far against the Braves after his double earlier on in this game, but we go next. The rest of the game would result in the Mariners losing. Raisel Iglesias shuts it down, strikes out 3 out of 4 batters after walking Jesse Winker, and Kenley Jansen puts it away with 2 strikeouts and a very miraculous grab from Dansby Swanson to get out J.P. Crawford in the bottom of the ninth. Going into game 2, a matchup against very young pitchers, a little bit different than the veterans that we saw. It was George Kirby versus Max Fried. And this one definitely was more of a pitcher's duel. Scoreless until the 5th, both pitchers dealing absolutely masters at their craft for such a young age. And then the bottom of the 5th happens, and Cam Swaggerty, the swaggiest of them all, hits one out of the park versus Max Fried to kick off the bottom of the 5th, giving the Mariners a 1-0 lead. And at this point, with the way George Kirby was looking, that's all he would need. Heading into the 6th, George is still cruising, but into the bottom half, Max Fried, well, he runs into Eugenio Suarez with a deep fly ball to center field, extending the Mariners' lead by 1 again. Now, the 7th is where it got a little hairy. Dansby leads it off with a single into center field, and George Kirby is likely reaching the end of his outing, and he gets a routine-looking ground ball to shortstop on Austin Riley, and it takes a nasty hop on J.P. Crawford, goes in the outfield. We have runners on first and third. George is upset, understandably so. I'm absolutely gutted that he did not get to finish out this 7th inning, because if that had been a double play, I had faith that he was going to get out of there. But Andres Munoz replaces him, forces a ground out from Matt Olson, allows 1 run to score, and then subsequently gets out of the inning with a Travis d'Arnaud ground out to the catcher, just a little blit, and then Michael Harris strikes out. And Andres Munoz comes in and prevents any more bleeding. When we get to the bottom of the 7th, Jesse Chavez comes in for Max Fried, and Adam Frazier draws a very clutch walk pinch hitting for Abraham Toro to turn over the lineup card. And on a 3-2 count, Adam Frazier is running. Julio hits a 106-mile-an-hour double into the gap, which rolled past the elite defender of Michael Harris, allowing Adam Frazier to score all the way from first base, extending the Mariners' lead again to 3-1, back to that 2-run differential. Eric Swanson comes in the 8th, shuts it down on offense, and then in the top of the 9th, Paul Sewald comes in, Los Bomberos, strikes out the last 2 batters in Dansby Swanson and Austin Riley, securing a Game 2 win, heading into the rubber game on Sunday. And then we get to the final game of the series, and guys, I just want to preface this by saying this was the best game all season. The 13-inning game against New York, great. This one, I'm in awe. Still. Starts off hot. Julio hits a leadoff home run in the bottom of the 1st. Second pitch from Jake Odorizzi. Hits it out of the park. We're like, yeah, let's go, Julio. And then the Braves tie it up with Austin Riley hitting an absolute yak off of Marco. Austin Riley's having an incredible season. Bottom of the 4th, breaks it wide open with an Adam Frazier triple. 2-run bases clearing triple. Obviously, it's bases clearing because it's triple. And then Haggerty adds another one on in the 5th, driving in Adam Frazier. So the bottom of the lineup putting in work for the Seattle Mariners so far in this game. You get to the 6th, nothing's doing really in the top of the 6th for the Braves. Bottom of 6, Frazier gets on again. Shout out Frazier. And Crawford hits him in. So again, like I just said, bottom of the lineup, we're producing. We're up 6-1 at this point. And we're thinking the game is sealed. The game is absolutely sealed. We got the bullpen, Los Bomberos, where they're coming in. They're going to be fire, or, you know, the firemen, if you will. Top 8, Michael Harris II. Probably going to be NL Rookie of the Year if Spencer Strider doesn't win it. And then we get to the top of the 9th, and every single nightmare a Mariners fan could have comes to life. Diego Castillo does not have his stuff, and he's walking people. He's letting people on for free, giving up hits. And he gives up the biggest hit to Michael Harris II to make it a 5-6 game. And it's like, oh gosh, why now? Why against the Braves? So we bring in Paul Sewald. Tried and true, trusted throughout the entire season. Bases are empty. You just got to get one man out at the plate. They pinch hit Eddie Rosario for Marcel. And Eddie Rosario comes up with a clutch base hit. And we're thinking, oh, not this again. Next batter, Robbie Grossman. One of the heroes from game 1 of this series. And what does he do? He takes Paul Sewald deep, giving the Braves the lead in the top of the 9th. My heart sank, and my hope started wavering like when a flashlight's running out of batteries. I was like, oh, God, like, how are they going to hold on to this? And how are they going to give it up so easily? And then we get to the bottom of the 9th. And leading off is Sam Haggerty, and Sam Haggerty does not reach base. 1 out for the Seattle Mariners. Up next is our superstar, Julio Rodriguez. Already with a homer in this game at the very beginning. Caps it off with another homer right now. 116 exit velo off the scoreboard to tie the ball game off of premier closer Kenley Jansen. Julio Rodriguez is that dude. He's got that dog in him. We pinch hit Ty France for Taylor Trammell. He pops out. Unfortunate. Ty he's not looking like he's got it at the plate right now. But someone who does have it at the plate, who homered earlier in this game, is up to bat. And that is good vibes only, Eugenio Suarez. With 2 outs, game on the line, fear going into extras. Lots of our bullpen already been used. Gino hits a ball to left center field and deep. Drives it out into the Seattle Mariners bullpen for a clutch walk-off home run against the reigning World Series championship Braves on a day where the Rays, the Blue Jays, and the Orioles all lost, meaning that we got a leg up on all the competition surrounding us, and we took the series from the Atlanta Braves. What an absolute crazy series. Lots of momentum and things to be taken away from this series. Great job by the Mariners for battling it out. It was looking pretty bleak there, but Julio and Gino, God bless you. We got an off day today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little series recap. What I want you to check out right now is this video that Colton did yesterday about the MLB rule changes and how it's going to affect Julio Rodriguez, how it's going to take his game to the next level in 2023. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and go Mariners.